Hello, loves, and welcome back to WitchyMarlaina's Ghost Adventures. I'm your host, WitchyMarlaina, and today I'm so excited about this. We're going back into my 50 States and 500 Scariest Places to Visit book, and we are going to Colorado and visiting this place. This is the Molly Brown house in Denver, Colorado, and I have to give props to denverterrors.com for the information I'm going to be giving today. But look how cool this is. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Now, the structure was initially constructed in the early 1880s by Isaac and Mary Large. But because of laws in regards to silver, they were losing their fortune quick and needed to sell their home. In 1894, J.J. Brown bought the house for $30,000 and 4 years later deeded the house to his wife Margaret because of his bad health. Margaret Tobin, aka Molly, was born in Hannibal, Missouri, and she married J.J. Brown very young. And that's typical of the 1800s. And she didn't come from a family of wealth. And when they bought the house in Denver, Colorado, because of J.J. Brown's mining business was booming, she became a part of Denver's high society. But she really wasn't, she didn't belong to the high society because a lot of the old money folk didn't really accept her right away because of her flamboyancy. Plus, she didn't come from money. It was new money. And that was like because I love this movie. The Insinkable Molly Brown. Debbie Reynolds, absolutely fantastic. I love musicals. Heads up on the witchy tidbits. It was pretty much old money versus new money. And they were new money and flamboyant about it. And old money really didn't care for that. Now, Molly sailed on the inaugural voyage of the Titanic by herself as a first-class passenger. Now, when Molly knew that they've hit the iceberg and there was a problem, she jumped in and started loading people on the lifeboats. She was wrangling children. She was on point when it came to trying to save as many people as possible off the ship. She had to be convinced by one of the crewmates to hop in a lifeboat herself. Once she was in the lifeboat, she was constantly telling the quartermaster to go back to try to find survivors and put them in their lifeboat. Being her tenacity in regards to this, her fellow passengers coined her nickname the Insinkable Molly Brown because this chick had so much bravery and so much vigor in trying to save everybody on that boat. Now, Molly traveled a lot. She was rarely home, so could her house ever be haunted by her? Yes. Okay. There are tours that happen in her house all the time. And this is something that the tour leaders and the museum curators find. Now, granted, this house was set to be demolished in the 1970s and was saved by the Historical Society of Denver and had been restored. So now it is a beautiful piece of architecture that looks like it's frozen in the Victorian era time. The museum curators and the tour guides have smelled pipe smoke, and they knew that J.J. Brown always smoked pipe. They've seen a woman in Victorian garb floating around the parlor. They've seen she likes to welcome people in, so there's always some cold spots, or she's been seen by other visitors in the mirrors, checking herself out. So yes, Molly Brown is still in her house. Also, her other family members have been seen there too, so she is still consistently welcoming her family even in the afterlife. Thank you so much for joining me on my ghost adventures. I absolutely enjoyed researching this, and I do want to say again thank you to denverterrors.com for your information regarding this, and it is a place where you can tour and possibly see Molly. Again, thank you so much. Have a fantastic hump day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.